Yeah, it's a challenge. We're not alone. There are other teams that are having injury problems, but ours seem to be in the fast bowling department. So it has tested us. We've made a lot more changes game to game than what I thought we would be doing. Just trying to find some rhythm and some players that will take opportunities. So yeah, it is a challenge. It's not an excuse. We created some opportunities today to win the game and had some players step up who haven't played a lot of pressured T20 cricket. So I'm proud of that. But little things come back to bite. So we just got to make sure we tidy those up and keep educating, which is on a fast track at the moment.
You mentioned the fact that there was a particular point, a tipping point where it looked like you actually were ahead of the game. And
yeah.
What actually transpired to go the other way?
Yeah, it's a really good point. Digesting that as you asked the question, they played well. They're a nice balanced side. They've got rhythm back into their game and they're at home. We've had 3 away games, which they do play a part in this tournament. So we're looking forward to getting back to Johannesburg and to our home conditions. But I would have said there's 2 or 3 times that we were in front of the game, sometimes a nice margin ahead of the game, but just lack of attention to detail and perhaps a little too eager to continue getting ahead rather than just cementing the position that they've gained. So, and then we got a little bit frantic. I think the last 10 overs wasn't ideal, and we gave up a good position pretty quickly.
Last one for you. You say you're going home conditions. Do you actually know what you're going to get?
No, it's a very good point. I just thought I'd say that so the boys can read it and be positive. But the thing, the surroundings, we have had a good record there. We find a way there. It can vary in what we play on, but there's a level of comfort around the changing room and hotel that we look forward to. So there's familiarity, which can be a positive, but it doesn't hide the fact we've got to get better.
Coach, despite the loss,
yeah.
What positives can be pulled from this performance from your end?
Oh, we competed well. We've got some guys who are just trying to find how good they are at this level, and they, for periods of time, especially with the ball, did really well. The little things I talk about are like the no balls, just the field changes, maybe at pressure times. We are just a little bit behind where we need to be, so just marrying up the execution and the plans, that to me is a little thing. So tidying that up and making sure you are into the game, not into yourself. Sometimes you can get caught up with how you're bowling and what the delivery was like rather than what the game is asking for. So we just need to keep educating around game sense. I thought they were very good the last 10 overs. They used conditions really well. But we gave them an opportunity by, again, batting wise 10s, 20s, 30s doesn't win anything. And that's unfortunately the habit we're in at the moment. We're getting into a good position with a good batting order, but we're just giving up wickets, which is unacceptable.
And then the last one from me, if you can speak about the bowling performance of Lucas and Partner, particularly for that last over that you gave him during your bowling innings. His performance just for me.
Yeah, well, his story is a good one. So he played in a warm-up game against us, and then we had a number of injuries, so he came in. So his rise to opening the bowling and being one of the main death bowlers is quite meteoric, and we're really pleased with his progress. He is learning on the go. We're not getting many practice days, so a lot of it is tutorials and a lot of talking, but I think he's really developing. He's got some lovely skills, some subtle skills. He just needs to keep developing how to use those and when to use those, and he is making great progress, so we're really happy with him.
I just wanted to ask, an interesting feature of this tournament that is back-to-back fixtures where you play each other
yes.
home and away. So how do you approach that as a coach when you've had a loss like this with your players?
More an opportunity. We go back to conditions. We talked about conditions that should be in our favour. It's a different surface, and I say that because they've learned to play pretty well here. I think there's been bonus points, and they have adapted their game to the conditions at home 3 in a row, I think it is, or 3 out of 4. So we've only played 2 early on. So we just need to get comfort in the fact that we're going home with a different surface and different surrounds, and sometimes you look for small positives. Fine margin. So as I say, we're bossing the game up to 10 overs with the bat tonight. We just got to make sure that if we can create that window again, we go through it. So it's really small, but There's no major. You got no major time to make big changes. You've just got to make sure that mentally there's a bit of resilience, and we rectify some of the simple mistakes. It's not rocket science. Anyone else? All good? Thank you.